You are now watching a WNCT Now digital news update. Our top stories we are following. Nationally, a political showdown is unfolding on Capitol Hill over the open Supreme Court seat. Tomorrow is debate night in North Carolina. Republican incumbent Thom Tillis will go up against Democrat Cal Cunningham in a fight to win your vote November 3rd. And locally, a Antifa hunting permit sign is found hanging outside a Greenville shop. What the owner has to say. Good afternoon and welcome to a WNCT Now digital news update. I'm Kayla Schmidt. A bitter partisan battle is about to erupt on Capitol Hill over replacing Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Just days after her death, Laura Podesta has details on what's to come just weeks before the presidential election.
Every week is going to be tense. This probably heightens the blood pressure a little bit.
In the wake of Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg's death on Friday, Missouri Republican Senator Roy Blunt expects a battle to fill her now vacant seat.
We will get to it before this Congress ends.
Blunt says President Trump has a constitutional duty to nominate Ginsburg's replacement. And unlike in 2016, he sees no reason for delay.
The Senate and the White House are now under the control of the same party. It would be almost political and governmental malpractice if Republicans decided we're going to unilaterally disarm here.
So far, only 2 Republicans say the winner of the next election should pick the next Supreme Court justice. But Democrats will need 2 more to block the nomination.
The hope is that cooler heads will prevail.
Democrats like Congressman Dan Kildee and presidential nominee Joe Biden are calling on those senators to give voters the chance to weigh in.
Please follow your conscience. We can't keep rewriting history.
And on ABC, Speaker Nancy Pelosi wouldn't rule out a new impeachment of President Trump as a way to slow down the Senate.
We have our options. We have arrows in our quiver that I'm not about to discuss.
Absolutely outrageous. The idea that you would talk about impeaching the president for doing what the Constitution says.
President Trump says he plans to nominate a woman to fill the seat this week. In Washington, Raquel Martin.
We are one day away from the U.S. Senate debate between Republican incumbent Thom Tillis and Democratic challenger Cal Cunningham. Our coverage includes a debate pre-show tomorrow night at 6:30 on WNCT and WNCT.com. The debate will start at 7 on WNCT and live streamed on our website. We'll also have a post-show review of the face-off at 8 on WNCT and on our website. Locally, operators of an uptown business in Greenville say they found a threatening message posted on their door in front of that business. A sign saying Antifa hunting permit was hung outside a shop called The Sojourner. Owner Courtney Verando took to Facebook to write, "This is an outright threat. I bring my child to work with me. People I love congregate here. If you support this narrative, you are given leave to get out of my life right now, or I will enforce it myself." We have a reporter following this story. More details will be available as they develop. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be right back with more news before the newscast.
The latest information on the coronavirus, along with your local news and first alert weather. Get the free WNCT mobile app at the Google Play and App Stores today. The WNCT mobile app is on your side, wherever you are, whenever you need it. Your side reporters are all across the East and in your neighborhood.
In Tarboro, in Kinston, in Greenville,
at Atlantic Beach.
Covering local stories that impact you.
The groundbreaking ceremony is the beginning of construction for Morehead City's 4th City Hall.
People from all over the state of North Carolina gathered at the Sycamore Hill Missionary Baptist Church.
Historic Turnage Theater in Washington helps the community celebrate art and culture.
See their original reporting weekdays on 9 on Your Side News.
Welcome back to your WNCT Now digital news update. I'm Kayla Schmidt. Pitt County deputies are investigating a shooting and death of a woman allegedly by her estranged husband. Deputies were called to a home on Askew Road in Farmville around 6:21 last night on a shooting report. Deputies found 34-year-old Charlie Weber dead from a gunshot to her head. Investigators began looking for her husband, Kevin Weber, and found him a short time later in Greenville. The 38-year-old is facing a charge of first-degree murder. He's being held without bond. Investigators plan to release more information about the murder. They held a news conference this afternoon. We'll have developments on that as they become available. Detectives in Onslow County are still trying to find out who carved a swastika into an Onslow County's home yard. 9 on Your Side reporter Ariana Kraft reported last week on the hate symbol mowed into the grass of an unoccupied home on Gum Branch Road near Richlands. Deputies say this is an active investigation. Sheriff Hans Miller says his office is pursuing all leads, and if you have any information, to contact the Onslow County Sheriff's Office. That is all for your 1:30 WNCT Now digital news update. Make sure to tune in at 4 p.m. for more news before the newscast. Thanks for joining me. I'm Kayla Schmidt.